Hi there, Sandra here. I thought I would show you today how to do a setup that necessitates a very accurate positioning for your design. Now I've imported an SVG. It's to actually engrave on a disc. So I've got a picture of the disc basically. It's a 7cm circle. I've got my design in the middle. It's grouped. It was grouped when I brought it in as an SVG. Now, important, very important. In Leonardo, normally there is an offset put or a margin put on your cutting. So in order to get it into this bottom left corner, go to the Arrange, and then you want to align to the page. So you want to align it to the left, and you want to align it to the page bottom, and that will put it right in that bottom left hand corner for you. If you go to Arrange and move to Cut Origin, it's not going to be in that place, and that's going to cause you a big problem. So you definitely don't want to do that. So once you've got that sorted out, you can send your design, and you want to use the current matte page location, and then you can send that to the cutter. You have your Merry Christmas, and we have the circle, and as you can see, the circle is still in the bottom left hand corner, right on the very edge, and that's important. So you can send that to the cutter. Now, in order to make sure that you get it in the right place on your mat, you need to set a very accurate origin point. And to do that, you use your camera. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. Okay, I thought I'd press the record button and I hadn't, so I've just done this one. I just can't believe that. What you do is you mark a place on your mat where you want to put your item. You obviously have your design ready, and you're just going to mark a place like this so that you're going to set the origin point at that corner there. And the reason for these two bits is because with a lot of squares, you can't tell if you're on the right one, can you? So it's quite simple. When you put your blank on, you will probably have something covering the back of it. I had masking tape because I cut them myself. So I've got that sort of thing. Then you put on some double-sided tape and you stick it with the double-sided tape. Make sure your hole is at the top if you've got a hole in it, and position it so that it touches the line on the left and the line on the bottom. And just make sure that will be in the right direction, and that's it. With that on your mat, you then go to your cutter. So what you do is you use a scribe tool. Now, this is part of one. It originally has a black screw-on handle, and this is just a protective cap, and it's a pointy tool like that. And I found that with a bit of tape wound around it, it fits very nice and snugly in the pen holder that is supplied with the Juliet and the Romeo. So with these two things still stuck on here, and you would have your plastic on there, you put this through to your machine. Sorry, I'm going a bit hoarse. And you put the tool head more or less in position over where you want it to be. Then you go to your settings and you choose camera. Now there are different settings for the brightness of the camera. If I press this now, it's going to go off. The lighting for the camera, that is, goes number 1, number 2 and number 3. So you want a relatively bright one. Click on OK and it'll take a photograph of the area. Now you can see the top of my, or the bottom of my tape there and the top of the tape there. And there is a little red cross. My cross at the moment is right up there. So I need to move it to the position that I want it to be in. So it's moving down. Don't know if you can see it on camera, you just have to take my word for it. And then you move it to the other side of the black line. So basically it is on the inside of the L shape. Once you've done that, tap on OK and it'll take another picture, and you should have blue lines, one going that way, one going that way. They're dashed lines, and you want to make sure that those lines match up to where you want your start point to be. Ignore the red cross now. If those lines are where they are supposed to be, i.e. across there, then you hit the home button. If not, hit the camera button and you can go through the process again. Then when you hit the home button, it takes it to that position, and then you can start your cutting. Okay, you're in luck. I found that one of my discs had dropped on the floor, so I did have another one, so I've put it in position just there. I've got the record button going now, so yeah, let's go into Leonardo and send this to my cutter. Alright, I have a force of 50 and a speed of 10 set on here. So here we go. I'm going to do it again. I can see the design and I can feel that it's engraved, but I want to make sure it's well and truly done. So I'm just going to repeat that cut and we're done. Remove that. Now that sticky tape is extremely strong. As you can tell, that was definitely not going anywhere. And remove my masking tape. I don't put the sticky tape directly on the back because it's so sticky it leaves a residue. It's very difficult to remove. And here we have my Merry Christmas. I think there's a bit of a tape residue on there still. Don't know if Teddy approves or not. Do you approve, Teddy? Okay, that's it for today. I'll see you again soon. Take care now.